This video is about writing an equation of a line given 2 points. So I have 2 points right here. One of the things I can do when I have 2 points, and especially a line needs to have two things. It needs to have an M and a B. Your M is your slope, and your B is your y-intercept. Okay? So what we want to do first with these is we want to try to find the slope. Find the slope. So I can call this x1, y1, x2, y2. And then I could do my slope formula from there. If you remember the slope formula, it is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay? So if we were to do that, with our points, we would do y2, which is 14, minus y1, 9, and then x2 minus x1. So I would subtract the tops and subtract the bottoms. That would get me 14 minus 9 is 5 over 4 minus 0 is 4. So that is my slope. So once I find that piece, I just have to find one more thing, and that's my y-intercept. So this is my slope. There's a couple of ways to do these to find the y-intercept. Probably the easiest way to do it is to look at your points. If any of your points has a 0 for the x value, that is the y-intercept. So if we look here, it's a 0, 9. That's my y-intercept. So that helps me be able to plug it in. So I would write this equation: y equals 5/4 x plus 9. That's how you would write this equation. But maybe it's a little bit trickier. Maybe that isn't 0. Another way to write this equation would be to write it in point-slope form. If I were to write it in point-slope form, I could write it as y minus, well, maybe not in point-slope form. Sorry, I was saying point-slope form, I mean to say slope-intercept form. So what I could do is I could choose an x and a y value. What I could do is I could write y equals mx plus b and then solve for the b. So I could do y, I'm going to use the point on the right, 14 equals m 5/4, and then times x 4 plus b. And I could solve that equation from there. First thing I would do 5/4. Let's see, 5 divided by 4, 1.25, and I would times that by 4. That gets me 5. So I have 14 equals 5 plus b. If I were to do that, I would subtract 5 on both sides. Subtract 5, and I would get 9 equals b. If I got 9 equals b, I'd be able to write the same exact equation as here. So this is how you would write an equation of a line given 2 points.